Hi watchers, Cutewitch772's here. I'm doing a video response to Cutewitch772, Cara. She had posted a video called A Belief in a Bookstore, and she was asking about stereotyping and prejudice and what have you. And I actually made another video, which I'll probably piece to this, which is my thought process on Cara's story, but I decided also to put in kind of one of my own. So you guys should check out her video. I'll put a link to hers in my somewhere. And I think I said this in the video that I'm going to attach, but I am suffering from really weird allergies. I apparently have them, and they're really bad. So I'm on again, off again, can't breathe. So I'm going to start with my own kind of story, and this is more about my past. So it's not going to be like directly related, I don't think, or I mean it's got pieces, so we'll see where it goes. It's not a specific example though. It's just more of like what had happened to Cara in her video. What she explains is basically someone came up and gave her literature and was trying to save her from going to hell. And when she was just minding her own business. And my thing with, I've had this happen a lot. Mostly, like the part that happened to Cara, most of the time when I receive pamphlets from somebody or they leave literature, it's usually they're leaving it and running. Like they're not, you know what I mean, they go away. They don't stay around and want to talk to me. And I explained that in the video that this is going to be part of. But I do have, like, people that I know, like I have an employee, and I'll explain that in the video. So I'm just going to get to the other part, whereas I come from a background, I am, I don't know if it's obvious, but I'm a gay man, and being gay alone, before I even what's the word? Use the term pagan or whatever about my spirituality. I used to have these kind of things happen to me all the time when I was growing up, from very young. People telling me, have I found God, so that I don't go to hell, trying to save me. And I think it's probably because of my mannerisms. They probably give that away. From that young age, because I'm talking like probably as young as 10 up. Adults stopping me and doing stuff like giving me books or what have you. I also was a public figure in the gay community for a really long time. Just over the past probably 8 years, I think, I have kind of hidden. I needed to get away from all that because I used to be a general manager of several, like, I was at a dance club, I was at a restaurant, and these were all gay owned and operated. And from where I'm from, our Columbus is a huge, it's a college city. The Ohio State is here, and so there's, per capita, I think, way back when I was remembered last, we were like 5th largest capital, you know, best place to live, whatever. So, I was a very public figure, and so I used to have, you know, we would march, we'd have the Pride March, and other events, fundraising events, and we used to have, it usually was earlier, this is going to make me really old, but usually earlier 90s, mid-90s was a problem with a lot of tolerance. It was that era, and we used to have a lot of picketers and people that were against us. So, coming from that background, I can use that knowledge to put it with this background. And that's where the knowledge I pull from, basically. I say basically a lot. But that's where I'm pulling most of my learning from. It's not only stereotyping of pagans and stuff, but also of any group, minority, what have you, whether it be race, color, sexual orientation, anything like that. So they all kind of go together, if you think about it. And I've had these same pamphlets and the same attitude approached to me from people like you in the past. But recently, like I was stating in the video I'm going to connect, is most of the time, like I said, the booklets are given to me and then they run. So if I don't throw them away, this is what happens. Or this is what my experience is now. Now, I have had conversations like this with people I know. Like, I have an employee of mine who is, has been saved. I don't know which version of Christianity he follows, but I just know that he's told me he's been saved. And we have discussions, but I don't ever give him my label. Like, I don't say I'm pagan. I don't say I'm a witch. I don't really say anything. I just, when he asks my opinion, I give him my thoughts on the matter. So, yeah. And the responses that I usually get from him when I give my point of view or how I feel about something, because I have told him that I'm not Christian. So he knows that much. And he can probably piece together, but I just have never given him the exact name, because I'm still learning myself. But when we have a situation, when I discuss my views and my point of view and how I believe and think about a situation, he'll tell me, well, you're half right, or no, you're wrong, or kind of the same way that lady did. And I think for me, it's really hard to have a conversation with someone that, if they're bold enough to bring you literature, they're usually, not always, but they're usually kind of closed-minded. So all they've been taught and all they see is this, and anything else is scary to them. They're not free thinkers. So it's easier than to think or, question. They don't question. It's like they've been programmed, kind of, but I know it's not programming. I just know it's like, you can be raised, because I was raised not like a devout Christian home, but it was, we were Methodist when I was a little kid, and then from there, it just kind of, my dad went one way, my mother didn't go anywhere. She just stopped and basically taught us, morals, right from wrong and stuff. And it was later that I've found my own way. So, for people that are that close-minded, it really, I like them to hear my point of view. I like to hear my point of view and state my argument of why it could be this way. Maybe just a glimmer of doubt might, I don't want to say shake them, but I think might help out if they question. Because I think that when people are that close-minded and don't question and just go with it, like, how to be nice, like sheep, following the flock, that they really have no idea, you know what I mean? Or I actually feel pity for them, because they're non-questioning. They just do what they've been told. And they really are not going to listen most of the time. In my experience, most of the time they're going to listen to your point of view, and they might be very polite, but when it boils down to it, they're in their head thinking you're full of shit. Or you don't have no clue, or we're so naive, or what have you. You know, basically, that we have no idea what we're talking about, or we're believing a lie, and we're going to go to hell. So, I think I would have handled it almost exactly like you, you know what I mean, or similar, you know, basically. And it would have probably boiled down to the conversation would have probably ended a little bit before yours and hers did, because I would have realized quick on that she's dead set not going to listen. So it would probably be, you believe what you believe, and I'll believe what I believe, and peace. That's kind of simple. But sometimes I wonder are they going to get anything out of our conversation? I'd like to hope so. But if she's almost 50 and never questioned her path, or believes it that wholeheartedly, that that's the only way, she's probably not going to open her mind up to listen to what I have to say. Or he. You know, I say she because that's who you were talking about. Yeah. So, this probably wasn't much help, and this is like the third time I've made the video, but I wanted to give you my 2 cents. So, any questions or comments, shoot them at me. Otherwise, you guys have a great day. Blessed be. I just wanted to add, I just realized after I made my video that my autofocus was not on. So, if I'm a little blurry, I apologize. I didn't notice, and I didn't want to remake it again. Like I said, it was the third one. So, sorry about that. Have a great day.